But I was talking to my dad about tariffs, and he's like, you know what? After 70 years of us being greedy, I'm glad the tariffs are happening. He's like, we wanted to buy cheap for so long. It's time for us to pay.
Okay.
So, but what's the alternative? Like there's nowhere to buy. You can't buy a lot of like American made goods.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Unfortunately, what the problem is, you put the tariffs on things, so importing stuff is so expensive. But we spent the last 150 years forgetting how to be real people.
Yeah.
Who can make stuff in our own country. So it's kind of like we're just waiting around to die at this point.
We've completely I don't know if the word is like deindustrialized, but it's like we import everything, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, we want. Also, we don't have money. People my age don't have money. We need to buy cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the last U.S. factory that was legit was My Pillow. You know what I mean? Like legitimately, and it shit the bed.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Hey, welcome back to the Troll Hole Podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to. Reach in, pull it out, hop aboard the troller holster, because we're taking a ride to the spit pit. I'm one of your hosts. Earlier today, one of my coworkers gave me spicy beef jerky that said wouldn't cause me internal fits. Now I got the blastoid shits. It's me, Mike Lester, with me as always. Co-host with the most, butter my toast. He's awake, he's woken. Skitty, don't poke him. It's Ben Katzner, everyone. Ben is here.
You're taking work jerky?
Dude, it was tough. I'm in hell. That's why I was late. I was like leaving, and I went to the driving range and I almost shit my pants.
Mike said he said it was traffic was what made him late, but really it was the traffic in your balls. That was
Dude, it is. I wish you were moving.
There's a train of shit coming right out of your
I wish traffic were moving as quick as my intestines. I would have got here in 45 seconds.
Well, how does that even come up? Was someone just like, "Hey, I got some extra jerky. You want it?"
And this guy, he's been to our live shows too.
Shout out to you.
He's a troll holian. Shout out Thomas.
Gang.
Gang. He's got our sticker on his work laptop.
There you go. All right, Thomas, feed me some jerky, baby. I love it.
Oh, dude, but he's like, Mike, you want to try this jerky? And I'm like, all right, fine.
God, I hope he sounds like that.
Mike,
That's not your
terrible
impression.
It's how he sounds.
Okay.
And he's like, how's that taste? And I'm like, oh, clear. I'm like, internally, I'm like, this is habanero, like all day long. And he's like, how's it taste? And everyone's like, he's not reacting to it. I no-sold it.
Oh, was it like a trick?
He tricked me. And then I
Thomas,
no-sold it. Yeah.
You're better than this. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Thomas, you're better than this. We don't trick our friends. We're all in the spit pit. We're all in the hell well together. This is our buddy,
dude.
Okay?
My bathroom,
we're family.
My bathroom's the hell well, right?
Your bathroom's the hell well, and the rest of the week it's going to be the work bathroom. That's the spit pit, okay? Like you're going to be blowing up every bathroom that you're in, and Thomas, that's going to hurt you more than it hurts all of us.
I think I'll bounce back quick. I eat a lot of wasabi. I drink a lot of Gatorade Zero.
You eat a lot of wasabi?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Why are you eating so much wasabi?
Big sushi guy.
Great question.
Speaking of which, a question that was just directed to me. Let me introduce our guest. Our guest is an incredible comedian. She has established a cult following through her graphic novels such as Girl Juice, Catboy, Lorna, and Hell Foam. Please welcome to the Hell Well, Benji Nate.
Yeah. Hi.
What's up, Benji?
Oh, not much.
What a great time. What a good friend to have on the pod. This is great.
Yeah, I feel like we barely know each other.
Great friends, I said. We barely know each other, but I feel like every interaction we have is a good one.
It's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
A good time.
And that was a great intro.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had your graphic novels listed in an intro?
Yeah, I loved that. That was great.
Come on.
Yeah, are you going to say something about the intro? Or
I loved it. I thought it was cool.
Okay.
I thought it was really good.
That's great.
And it did not make me uncomfortable.
It was good.
Yeah.
Did it not? Is kind of the like, because I'm the same way. Like compliments. I get weird.
They make me sweat.
I would. Hey, this room's gonna make you sweat. It's
I'm
like
sweating
85
right now.
degrees.
Yeah.
I got a good amount of ass sweat going on.
Ooh. That was before you got here.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's just the jerky talking to you, baby.
Any bump I hit, I was like, if I get rear-ended right now, I'm going to shit through this car seat. If I get rear-ended, if I even get tapped,
I love that. You're sitting in traffic, get a little love tap, and then like so you got to call the cops or something. You're just like, total loss. It's a total loss. Like, actually, it seems fine. Like, no, don't go in there. It's a total loss. You know, it's
jaws of life that driver's seat out of there.
Woo! Also with us today, producer Neil. What up, Neil? How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you guys. Good to be here.
Neil, fresh off of his Cincinnati DJ gig.
Ooh,
Wow.
someone's now a touring DJ. It was really fun though.
Did you have
Check out the Dough Show.
Skyline chili?
I was gonna ask.
What?
that question.
Skyline chili. It's spaghetti with chili on it.
That sounds delicious.
That does sound
That
good,
sounds
actually.
good.
Benji, you ever have that?
I'm pro chili, so yeah, that
Yes.
sounds
Ooh,
awesome.
Pro chili. We're a pro chili pod here. That's good. I like that.
Mm-hmm. We should have pepperoni chili.
Pro choice.
You're
I'm pro choice for the chili. But I had some Kentucky Fried Chicken that was really good.
Well, it makes sense. Because
That's
it's
the
close to
place to
Kentucky,
get it.
So that's where it's from.
I was in Kentucky and there was fried chicken.
Yeah, dude.
I
No,
nailed
good
it.
for you, bro.
I sampled their local wares.
Neil's like, what are you boys eating? Yeah.
Galactic fried chicken.
You just got a Colonel's signature bucket by you while you DJ a drug show.
I do declare this is the best chicken I've ever had. Like, Neil, why are you talking like that?
I did eat it cold out the box under the table. I was hungry.
Cold off the box, I'm feeling, I understand. Under the table, what are we talking about?
It's a Gillespie gig, dude.
I was DJing
He's-
the show.
I better
I
not
was,
see you eating,
I was
buddy.
on stage. I had to,
Neil, what the fuck are you chewing? That's how Gillespie sounds, Benji.
Oh, that's good.
What are you chewing?
What are you
Wow.
doing, buddy?
Gorgeous.
What are you chewing?
So yeah, check out the Dough Show if you want to see me do music with Steve Gillespie.
Neil, cut that out.
Cut it out. I didn't say anything, guys.
Gillespie hasn't been on the pod yet. Damn.
No,
We got to do that.
he would flake.
Probably.
Eh,
But you know who's not flaking?
Benji Nate.
Oh,
I
Benji
would
Nate.
never flake.
Benji, how are you? How are things?
Really-
Thank you for being here.
Really good. You
Good.
know, yeah, I had a good trip here. The Uber was fun.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's fine.
I
It's
didn't know
okay.
you were going to take an Uber.
I know. I know neither, but you know, here we are. I always have really good luck on Ubers, though. Like one time, I was in an Uber in Philly. It was my first Philly Uber, and a guy was like watching a cockfight on a second phone.
Whoa.
I was
The
like,
driver.
The driver, yeah. The driver.
5 stars.
And he said
Immediately.
absolutely nothing to me. I
That's
got in, and
great.
he was absorbed.
That's ideal.
Where do you
Yeah.
even find good cockfight content anymore?
I don't know.
You should have
Honestly.
like www.cockfightsonly.com.
I
Get a
feel like
Mexican
that's a different
VPN.
website.
Only
that's
cocks.com.
It's a whole different website.
Hello, Siri. Where can I find a nice cock tangle?
Cockfights
Tangle.
only.
Only Cox.
Only cocks.
Only,
Yeah.
that's different. That's a different site.
Oh, that's fun. I've never had that. People just always say terrible things to me. They never show me terrible things. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty fun
That's
story.
great.
for you.
I loved
That's
it.
great.
Yeah.
So you moved to Minnesota within the past year, correct?
Yeah, like
You're-
6 months ago.
You're here full time. What's that been like? What's the transition like from Philly to Minnesota so
Well,
far?
I mean, I don't know. It's been good. I only lived in Philly for a few months because I got kicked out of Arkansas, and I was like, I stayed with my parents for a while.
Okay, let's expand on that. You got kicked out of Arkansas.
She's different. Get her out of here.
The hardest state to get kicked out of, I would
Right,
guess,
right,
is
right.
Arkansas.
Because they can't read or write, so it's hard to do the paperwork.
Yeah,
they
it's hard.
pay people to move there. They're like Vermont.
That was great.
Who kicked you out? Just Neil eating Kentucky Fried Chicken?
That's what it was. Yeah.
I don't
No.
like the cut of your deal, boy.
No, my husband and I were just getting divorced, so
Oh,
you know, I couldn't afford to live in our apartment on my own.
And he's like, I keep the state.
Yeah, he kept the whole
And
state.
you're like, oh no, not Arkansas. I loved it so much.
Yeah, I'm so sad I can never go back.
I'll always miss our day trips to Little Rock.
I've never been to Little Rock.
Yeah, don't go.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm allowed to go.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nothing's
You're
little,
allowed to
no
go.
rock.
How long were you in Arkansas? I guess I
Like
forgot.
4 years, like
Okay,
too long.
That's enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was-
holy
it was
shit.
enough.
Were you doing comedy then in Arkansas?
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I started doing comedy. Yeah.
You might be the.
Holy shit.
Whoa. I guess you're probably one of two people I know who maybe, I don't know, did Hunter start in Arkansas?
I don't think he started in Arkansas. I'm not sure.
Fellow comedian Hunter Donaldson.
Love of my life.
Future maybe guest on the
We
podcast.
we have a folder made, Hunter.
We got a folder ready for you, baby.
Whenever you're ready, Hunter.
Wow.
What's the mic scene like in Arkansas?
Well, it's like the same 15 people every week. And it's mostly, there was like a solid 6 months where I was the only woman
Sure.
at any mic. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you're like, we need one. Benji, get up here.
I felt really special. And
Sure.
then there was like another girl that came in and she was like hot. And I was like not special anymore. And it sucked. And one day she was like, she sat across from me and she was like, man, if I had a nickel for every time a guy told me, wow, you're so gorgeous and funny, I'd be rich. And I was like, yeah, me too. Yeah.
You're like, look at us, both of us taking our change to the bank because we both get the same compliments.
That is such odd small talk.
I think she was bragging. I don't know.
Yeah,
Really?
That was a backhanded. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. She's nice.
She doesn't have a successful Patreon.
Sure.
It was actually
Fuck
Whitney
her.
Cummings.
Wow.
That's Whitney
It was
Cummings.
Nikki Glazer.
I was gonna say Nikki Glazer,
Yeah,
but I was
yeah.
like, let's go different.
Let's go another white woman.
She's two in the lexicon right now. I need somebody else. I think that's a good place to start. That's a great That's a good segue into our first segment. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
DASAWTYTW slap bracelets coming soon.
Right.
Don't say it if you don't mean it. Okay.
They're coming,
All right.
dude. It's the tariffs, dude.
Yeah,
It's the tariffs. We can't
Classic.
import them now.
I love that. Okay. Mike, did anyone say anything weird to you? All right, hold on. We have to do this every time. That is not going to be picked up in the mic. Don't
Great.
worry about it. If
Okay.
it's upsetting to you and you can't
Not
focus,
upsetting.
Yeah.
but
I'll be
it's
fine.
just what's going to, people have to learn how to DJ and it has to be here.
Yeah.
I
Where else
mean,
are they going
she-
to learn? Yeah.
She fled Arkansas. A little synth isn't going to bother her.
You're like, oh, it just sounds like deer hunting season.
She was brave enough to start comedy in Arkansas.
That is crazy.
She's unflappable.
Mike, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
Okay, speaking of tariffs, I was talking to my dad about the tariffs. Okay, I'm trying to radicalize my dad right now.
Okay, I do have a question for you later. I'm going to pin this question. Everyone remind me that I have a question about your dad in a second. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I got him watching BBC. I got him watching just somewhat reliable news outlets, right? Because before that, he's getting all his news from websites called like howtohunt.com.
Yeah.
You know,
Classic.
news is not in
What's
the...
even the news? in
Yeah,
that?
exactly. News is nowhere in the title. You know what I mean? I'm like, if you're learning
like-
how to skin a deer,
It's like
that's one
Hillary's
thing.
trying to take your guns. You're like, I was just trying to see what the weather was going to be this week. Yeah.
That's not so bad. My mom gets all her news from Facebook Reels.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, at least
No.
she's upgraded to real. Just Matt Rife clips. She's just like, I don't know. This guy's got good takes.
Jesus. But I was talking to my dad about tariffs, and he's like, you know what? After 70 years of us being greedy, I'm glad the tariffs are happening. He's like, we wanted to buy cheap for so long. It's time for us to pay.
Okay.
So, but what's the alternative? Like there's nowhere to buy. You can't buy a lot of like American made goods.
Yeah.
anyways.
Unfortunately, what the problem is, you put the tariffs on things, so importing stuff is so expensive, but we spent the last, 150 years forgetting how to be real people.
Yeah.
Who can make stuff in our own country. So it's kind of like we're just waiting around to die at this point.
We've
but-
completely I don't know if the word is like deindustrialized, but
Okay.
it's like we import everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like, we want. Also, we don't have money. People my
Yeah.
age don't have money. We
Yeah.
need to buy cheap.
Mhm.
You know, the last U.S. factory that was legit was My Pillow. You know what I mean? Like legitimately, it shit the bed.
Shit the bed.
It went tits up. Mike Lindahl went, what's his fucking? I don't
Lindell, I
fucking
think.
Lindale. I don't know.
Lindale
Lindale, Hennepin, Franklin. I don't fucking know. But it's like, Dad, the last real company was My Pillow. It's like factories. They try to build them, they don't open. So, but he's like, we've been greedy. I'm like, Dad, you live in a sober living. You don't have any money. You don't have any money either. Like he's investing in this what he calls a precious mineral. It's called like painite
Okay.
or something.
What is it used? What uses it?
I don't fucking know,
Okay.
dude.
All
I
right.
don't know, but my dad's pro tariffs.
He's
so
like, you're like, well, we don't make anything. We don't know how to do anything here. He's like, you know what website you should check out? Howtohunt.com.
yeah.
He's like,
You're gonna learn to hunt.
you're gonna learn today, brother.
We're bringing factories back to America.
I kind of do like
it
that he is
pyrite?
like anti-fast fashion for some reason. Like a thing that I feel like doesn't affect him at all. He's
No.
like, hey, the way we've been living, the consumption, the narrative that we've been building here, not okay. We need to slow down. And then it's like, but also wood is going to cost you 135 times more now. Sorry, that's just what it is.
But the fix for that is we're going to enact mass deforestation on our national parks.
Yeah.
Great.
So that will then we'll
You're
get
saying
wood.
enact. That's already been happening. That's
We're gonna
never stopped.
level Yellowstone, and that'll give us plenty of wood.
Great.
Good.
Bad things happen in Yellowstone, so I think we should get rid of it anyway.
All the
Yes.
missing hikers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Oh, I
end
thought you
that.
meant to like the TV show.
Yeah.
I've never seen
I
it.
assume it sucked.
What is that on Peacock?
I think it's on like Paramount Plus.
All right, Ben. Did anyone say anything before we go down the streamer rabbit hole
It's
of
on
where
Tubi.
Yellowstone is?
Yeah. Yeah. So I had a fun interaction again. I was in Portland. It was very fun. If you came to the shows in Portland, thank you so much. You're
Oh,
awesome.
speaking of deforestation,
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Okay. It was riddled with trees. It had so many trees. I was shocked at
You're like, this is good wood.
there were
This will-
trees in the airport. I was
Wow.
shocked, honestly. I've never been to the Portland airport. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And after one of the shows, so I made the mistake of doing the thing that a comedian would do and telling a joke. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't tell jokes on stage. That's a bad idea. Nobody likes it. And one of the jokes I talk about ass eating, okay, and maybe not getting your ass eaten, whatever.
Sure.
I say I've
Your
never
big
had my ass
finish.
eaten. Sometimes, actually, it's kind of in the middle now, but don't worry, it's all bad. So it doesn't matter what your
Relegated
closer
to
is.
the middle.
It doesn't matter what your closer is if all your jokes suck. But I was saying this joke, and
This is great self-promotion, by the way.
I appreciate that.
It doesn't matter what your closer is.
I was saying this joke about not having my ass eaten, and then like I was like, "Am I alone or something?" I don't know. I said something like along those lines. Actually, I said that I'm like, "Oh, I'm the only one in here," and then one lady goes, "You're not alone." Just like earnestly, genuinely being like,
Aw.
"You're not alone." I was like, "Oh, that's like a sweet moment. Like this is a weird connection, but great. Okay,
Yeah.
we're having this." That lady actually talked to me after the show, and it was like a fun interaction. And we're like, "Oh, okay, look at us. We're twosome, whatever, right?" Like 30 seconds after that, another guy comes up to me, shakes my hand, grabs it, holds it, looks me dead in the eye. He goes, "You're not the only one." 45-year-old plus man talking about not having his ass eaten, looking me in the eye, wouldn't let me go, being like, "I've also not had my ass eaten." Honestly, shook me to my core in a way where I thought maybe I start a new career because I never want to have that interaction again. I'm not saying he was a bad person. I'm not saying he necessarily even did anything too terrible, but it was just so I don't know. It just like threw me in a way that I wasn't ready. It was like someone in like a movie who like touches someone's hand. It's like, "You're gonna die in 30 days." Like,
Yeah. It was like Final Destination for getting a rim job.
Someone's gonna have to eat your ass on May 14th. Don't do it. You will die. And
You're
then
gonna
he
have
just
to
started
prep.
going.
You're gonna have to prep. You're gonna have to shave back there.
It was just so. It was like he saw into my soul in a way that I don't ever want to be seen ever again.
Yeah, that's tough. Do you think him not getting his ass eaten is by choice, or is it just something he's strived for, and it just the stars haven't aligned? Or
I'm guessing if he was as pushy with other people as he was with me in that moment, I'm guessing it's not by choice. I'm guessing he's probably like a guy who's, it's like, "Hey, maybe we go back to your place," and he's
we go back to your
they get to his apartment or something, and the first thing he does is like run to his bed and just go ass up, just
Wow.
go wiggling it back there.
like a dog scratching around to get comfortable.
Yeah, just like, I don't know. What do you want to do? So like, I think he's probably a little
waggles
too.
his ass.
He's probably a little too eager, personally. But that one really, hit me in a way that I didn't really love. I got to be honest. So if you're watching this, thanks for coming to the show. But like, maybe just pay someone to do it so you're not weird to strangers about it. I think that's okay.
You need like a "Never Had My Ass Eaten" club T-shirt. I feel like that would sell.
No,
dude.
I don't.
I feel like that would
I think
sell.
that's good. Or maybe like a tracksuit, like pants
Okay.
with it on the butt.
Oh yeah, like the juicy
Like the
But
pants.
instead it
Juicy
says
pants, yeah.
juicy, it's just a big X.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
no.
Stay out of here.
Nope.
Nope is fun. Nope. Hey, if you're watching this, would you buy juicy type sweatsuit action pants? I guess I don't know what to call them.
Yeah,
with
they're
the
like
word
velvet.
nope on it, like velvet pants with nope and just like pointing directly to your taint/asshole.
Remember, I got my wife one of those tracksuits, and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
She's like, "Are we in the mob now? I'm not wearing this. Are we in a video from? We're in a hip hop video from the early 2000s. Why am I having this?
We're not in the mob. I went to Marshall's High. You don't know Marshall's, the store?
The store.
Yeah,
Yeah.
high school for. It took
I
me
went
a
to my
second,
friend
but now I get you.
Marshall's
I
and
get
bought
you.
a tracksuit.
I like that. We should get tracksuits for the pod.
That'd be cool, yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah, you can have one. That's fine.
I mean, no, I'm not a part of this.
Well, you are today.
I'm just being supportive.
We'll order them now, but
And she distances herself immediately.
you're like, oh, we're anti-acid in here. We're not doing it. Sorry. Yeah, fuck. There was something else. I feel like there was. I had like a double thing that I want to say. I can't remember the other thing. Portland was as weird as advertised. I gotta be
Save
honest.
it for Patreon, man.
I don't even. I mean, we'll probably never do another Patreon ever again. But I.
Shout out to our patrons, by the way. Our patrons.
Shout out to our patrons. You know,
Patrons.
we love them. Keep drinking up. But yeah, Portland was great. That guy was weird, but all the shows were awesome and everyone was cool. And that's it for me. Benji, has anyone said anything weird to you lately? Did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
A couple things actually. So last night I went to Morrissey's and we were watching the game. Never seen a basketball game in my life, so
Is that true?
I know. I did not know what was going on.
Cool that you're like, I guess we'll just do it.
Yeah, I mean, people said they were going. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to be around people.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
I went outside to smoke a cigarette, and this guy walks up to me. He's also smoking. I love it when people who are smoking talk to me.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to talk.
Yeah.
This guy goes up. He's like, hey, I'm Sam. And I'm like, nice. Nice to meet you, Sam.
Chill, cool,
Yeah.
man.
And it starts out normal. He's just like, yeah, so you just moved to Minneapolis? I was like, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. And then he goes, yeah, I have cocaine. Do you want cocaine? We can just go around the corner real quick. We can do
yeah.
cocaine. And I was like, nice. No, thank you, but nice. Thanks. I appreciate it. And then he was like, yeah, so my girlfriend, she went into rehab and then broke up with me while she was in rehab.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, okay. And it just came out. It was like right after the cocaine.
After you declined the cocaine.
Yeah.
I declined the cocaine, and he was like,
He's like, why does this keep happening?
You're just like her. No woman wants to do blow with me.
I just don't understand.
it was weird. And that was just like a weird energy. And I don't know why, but like people always talk to me like I'm their therapist after like 5 minutes of talking to me.
Yeah.
And that just happened. I don't know what it is. Like I have kind eyes
I
or
think
something.
it's your
have
demeanor.
You do have
Yeah.
a laid back listening demeanor.
You're a talk therapist. You're going to
Yeah.
recommend like CBT, you know?
Yes. I
Yeah.
It feels like you could talk to people about their inner child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People have. Yeah. But
You'll make like an adult person going through PTSD watch like Blues Clues and break down.
and like hold their hand.
Yeah. We did just get a letter.
Yeah.
We're unpacking trauma.
So did he after the girl? Was there anything else after the girl thing? Or were
I
you just
kind
like,
of-
I'm done.
How do you exit that? Yeah.
How did I exit that?
You
Like,
get-
okay, well, I went inside because I finished my cigarette, but I was like, I
Did you
have
put
to
it
say
out on
something.
his forehead? You're
I
like,
should
I'm
have.
done here.
Yeah.
I should have, but I was actually really chill because I'm a nice person, and I was like, hey, because he told me he was gonna get sober for her while she was in rehab. I was
Yeah,
like,
how's that going?
hey, that's not. Yeah, how's that? It's not going well.
Offering strangers blow.
Ben, it's a process.
I just don't think it's.
He's
going
working
well.
on it.
Ben, he's got.
Hey, I don't
Listen,
have any problem with it. I'm okay with it. It's just
Listen.
like, don't tell you that he's gonna get sober if
he
he's not
can't
doing
get sober for her.
He
He's
wanted-
got to
yeah.
get sober for him.
Yeah.
it. That is good. That's good advice. That's like something Benji would say. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
The fuck?
exactly.
You said it, dude.
Well, what I said to him was like, just take that with you that you can quit for love. That's
Whoa.
nice.
Whoa.
That's maybe find someone else you love and go sober, because that's what you want to do. I don't know.
That's-
Yeah, I mean,
whoa.
it's decent advice. Like, yeah, if you're quitting for love, I mean, where's that going
Where's
once
that
she gets
going?
out of rehab?
She's probably going to a different state. I have to guess.
She's going to
moving-
Arkansas.
She's like, I have to get as far away from people as possible. Little Rock, here I come.
Yeah, the other weird thing somebody said to me though is yesterday or the day before yesterday, my parents called me from Puerto Rico. They're attending a funeral, and my stepdad is white, very very white. And he called me and he was like, "Yeah, there was like people taking pictures of the body in the casket." I was like, "Yeah, that's normal."
You had to update him on like tradition and stuff.
Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, that's normal." And then he was like, "Yeah, somebody also was like FaceTiming with the casket."
Okay, well, I probably would have sent a text or two as well in that moment because I haven't attended a Puerto Rican funeral, I guess, recently.
Yeah. He seemed really concerned about it. Well, it was
Yeah.
just somebody who couldn't make it to the funeral, so they had to like FaceTime the body.
It's like,
That's so
they're
funny.
dead.
Yeah.
They're dead.
They're in there.
Take their pulse. Just make sure before you bury them. I'm taking their pulse.
They're putting like that one of those weird face filters on the body. Like, look, she's a bunny.
It's a Pixar character. Oh my God, the mom from The Incredibles just died. But your mom was there. Your mom could have been, right? Is your mom?
Yeah, I don't know where she was. I don't, she was sad. I don't know.
Okay,
It was a sad funeral.
I got you.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry that happened.
our
That's
bad.
okay. That's fine. I'm not sad.
At least you have
At least
photos and video of it.
Yeah.
That's good.
that's a hell of a 1-2 punch. That into Morrissey's.
Yeah.
That is tough. Like the story of you doing the story of you doing like being offered cocaine makes total sense that
Yes.
you were at Morrissey's.
Yes.
Sure.
Because there's like 6 patios there. There's like a shooting there every week.
Is there patio?
I didn't know there was a
It doesn't
patio.
matter, but there is probably a shooting every week.
There,
But
there is a. Am I thinking of?
I think you're thinking of a different place. But Morrissey's is a place where sometimes there's comedy there, but also it's just like a. It's kind of like a sad. I don't know what the vibe was during the game.
It's sad. I mean,
Yeah.
of course it was
Yeah, it's
sad.
kind of like a sad
Bars
bar.
are sad.
Yeah, bars
And
are
the
pretty
bar
sad.
is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I see why you have to get shit faced here. I'm bummed out.
Yeah, I
like
get it.
that one bar show I did last week.
Yeah. Oh
I'm like,
God.
wow, I haven't done these, and it is sad.
Yeah. Even breweries are somehow they're like a little bit of a step. I don't love doing comedy in breweries anymore, but like I will say like they have a little element of like joy in them that a bar show doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the difference is.
I know what it
bathrooms.
is. Oh, the bathrooms.
The
That's the one
bathrooms are
difference.
cleaner.
But I think a lot of it is also like people go to bars because they're regulars, and that's sad. People
Mhm.
don't hang out at breweries, and they're going every night to a brewery.
Yeah, definitely you can't afford
It's like
it every
different groups of people.
There are brewery regulars, but they are not sad like bar regulars.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
They're like salaried, hybrid
night.
job.
Bringing their dogs and
Bring
their
the
babies.
dog in.
So it's all about
Yeah.
money, really.
Yeah.
I do feel like money is actually the great
It is
equalizer.
money.
Yeah. I want to be in places where people have more money.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Well, you're in the
Ru-
wrong country for that. But we deserve the tariffs.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
time we pay back and bring jobs back here.
Hey, I for one support China, so I don't care.
We'll
Does that mean
be we'll be
anything?
working in the Morrissey's dish pit. I'll be bussing key bumps off of bar
I'll
stools.
be busting my ass wide open trying to get it out in the back alley. Little baggie of cocaine in there.
Selling your sweatpants. Selling your velour nope sweatpants.
I don't want those now. I don't like agree with the sentiment, but I would wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's fun. That's Ben. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? Wow, what a segment.
Slap
That was
bracelets.
great.
Slap.
That's not bad.
Slap bracelets.
should we get
Neil,
into-
order them up.
Slapping them.
Yep.
Neil, you got anything you want to add?
No, nothing this week.
Great.
Neil,
Perfect.
did anyone say anything weird to you in Cincinnati? What was the KFC like? Did you go into the restaurant?
It wasn't KFC. We were actually in Daytona, and it was Galactic Chicken. So it was just
Daytona.
yeah.
The
So
fuck?
Dayton.
sorry guys,
Dayton.
I wasn't being that.
Dayton.
The f-
You're
Dayton.
lying.
Daytona is in Florida.
Dayton.
Neil,
Okay,
where's
gotcha.
our money going? Where's our Patreon money going?
Not
Neil?
drugs, I promise.
Neil was the guy who
Galactic
offered
Chicken.
you cocaine. He just changed the name. You're like,
Yeah, Neil-
didn't want to say anything, but
Neil was in disguise.
Yeah, we got to bring back 2 Truths and a Lie with Neil, so we can find out
Dude,
more stuff.
that was that. I mean, tune into
Patreon
the
content.
Patreon episode this
Patreon.
month. An out of body
That might
experience.
be the best thing that's ever
That
happened.
segment was crazy.
That's a good segue into saying this before we get to the next part of the pod. You should sign up for the Patreon if you like this and you want to support us and get Neil some chicken in Dayton or Daytona or wherever he is. Sign up for our Patreon. It's $5, $10, whatever. It's not that much, but you should check it out. We have a lot of great content. We got bonus episodes. We got Neil's got his Canva artwork pieces on there. It's incredible. And what else we have? We have just a bunch of different stuff. And if you can't afford that, totally understand. Just subscribe to the show. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe to the pod. Subscribe on Spotify. Leave a comment. All this shit. Hit the bell. Hit the notifications. We love you. Just tell your friends we love you. Thank you for being here. I feel like I'm always ending the pod when I do this.
You're not ending the pod. It brings up something I wanted to talk about. Benji, you have a Patreon.
Yes.
How long have you been on Patreon?
I've been on Patreon for maybe 10 years.
God damn.
Like
Were
a really
you
long
an
time.
early
Yes,
adapter
very
of
early.
Patreon?
Yeah. And for several years, I think I was only making $80 at most.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can't
Until-
wait to hit that mark.
Yeah, we're halfway there already.
Good. Thank
That's
you guys.
good. Yeah.
We're halfway to Benji early on.
We're living on a fucking prayer.
But now, I mean, I checked it out. You have a great Patreon. The layout's great. Your tiers are
you.
very cool.
Thank you.
You have over 200 regular patrons.
I used to
right?
have more, but things happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into that? or-
Yeah, I stopped paying attention. I just got lazy.
So much better than anything I thought you were going to say. I was like,
I was like, holy shit.
No.
Okay.
No, I got lazy. That's it.
Getcha. Well, we should also talk about what it is, because you,
Sure.
besides being a stand-up comedian, you also have awesome comics and do artwork and do all this cool stuff. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I've been drawing comics for over a decade, a long time. And my ex-husband actually got me into it. We met on Tumblr.
Wow.
We met on Tumblr. My ex-boyfriend introduced us to each other. It was pretty
shit.
sick.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Because he was like, "You like
I'm-
comics? He likes comics too. You guys should talk."
That's...
I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna talk." Yeah.
Damn.
Then he just tumbled on out of your life.
Yeah.
So now you're good.
tumbled on out of your life.
We're having fun over here. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have so many fun. What's your
You have a hardcore fan base.
Yeah.
I looked at your your art page, your
I'm
comics
trying to remember
profile.
what's the handle for that one. I wanna make
Benji
sure-
Nate.
Benji Nate.
Benji
Yeah.
Nate, and then it's Benji, right?
Girl Benji.
Girl Benji. The contrast between your comics page and your comedy page,
Yeah.
it's comics page, most supportive fan base.
So nice.
Yeah.
And then it's just unhinged,
Yes.
what the fuck you saying men should wear scrunchies, you know? Just insanity. I can't imagine the endorphin flow of hopping between those two.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I looked at my statistics, and on my art page, it's 76% women following
Ooh,
me.
that's
Yeah.
a good number.
Really
That's really
good.
good.
My comedy page, it's 70-something% men.
That's a tough number.
It's really bad.
I don't even think we That's wild, actually.
We don't
It's
have
really
stats.
bad.
We definitely I have looked at some of our stuff, and it's we're male dominated because it's a podcast with dudes
With
talking.
guys.
But
Dudes.
70% is
Dude.
a lot.
It's a lot. I've never.
76
I
is-
didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's almost
I feel
all the
like
men.
You would talk to more influencers and it's similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, depending on what they're.
I think it depends on the content, because I
Yeah.
know a lot of girl influencers who do very I don't know, they're hot girls.
Yeah,
They still, it's mostly women.
it's the one girl that you see do comedy with you in Arkansas, and she's like, I don't know, it's all women. And I love it. So, I don't know what your problem is, but I'm doing great over here. Do you like being that online? Is
No.
that overwhelming?
Yeah, I fucking hate it. And
Yeah.
I don't think I've posted on my art account for a year, and then I haven't posted on my comedy account since a few months ago, and that was just a little update post being hey, I have a boyfriend now, and then I lost
lost
300 followers.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Please
nuts.
quit harassing
so
me. Yeah.
That's a guaranteed thing. So on my Instagram, not that I don't think this was ever going to be an issue for me, but pretty early on, I put a picture of carousel of my wife and I at our wedding.
Aw.
And like, just because I was like, I don't ever want to, it's always going to be this. This is pinned here. This is not going away.
Yeah.
You'll never feel tricked. I don't want to have the thing where it's like, wow, the love of my life, we just had our first child or something, and something like I really want to tell people, and then you're like, yeah, you just lost 500 people because they hate that you're in love and happy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're gonna start out here. I'm not hiding that.
It's just tough kind of having that vulnerability online too, like posting your significant other, them asking you to take it down.
Dude, it's bitten me in the ass before. Like I remember being in New York and doing, I mean, just like a shitty open mic, and some guy who like we did not. No, it was a weed show. It was almost worse than an open mic. And I remember,
It was Doug Benson.
Yeah, I wish. Someone just being like, during their set riffing, like maybe I laugh at that. Maybe like it didn't go, like a bomb or something happened and I just was laughing at the awkwardness of a thing. It's just like, man, shut up. I know you got a white hot wife or something. And I was just like, whoa, don't bring her into this. Why are we? Because now we got to do like real people things. If you are in real life talking about, the people in my life, but
that's tough. They'll fucking weaponize.
I don't like that.
They
I don't like that.
it, dude. Yeah.
Neither one of us like it when people weaponize.
Yeah,
stuff.
people are like, how does anyone love you? And I'm like, what the fuck? I never post anything about my wife.
Yeah. So, I don't like my wife, but I will put her on my Instagram. She knows that.
Good. I don't trust comedians that don't have at least one picture of their partner on their social media. It's like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
I thought you were going to say you don't trust comedians with at least one wife. I honestly thought that's exactly what you're going to say.
You need a harem in order for me to trust.
Everyone needs a harem.
Great word use.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
Harem.
Yeah, dude.
Google that. You'll learn something.
I'll kneel the Google word.
Harem's good.
Where's our money?
Traditional smelling. Okay, so yeah, you're online, and it's tough because so you've been on for like over a decade. Like the internet's grown as you've grown, and the commitment to it is more and more. And the older I feel like we get, we're more like, I would love to not have to do any of this.
Yeah.
So that sucks. I do understand that, but it seems like you have built, at least definitely with the art page and with the comedy page too, you built a community, and that I feel like is helpful.
Yeah, it's been good. I still get Patreon subscribers, even though I haven't posted in a year. I'm like, what? Where are you coming from?
There's no time frame on enjoying art.
Yeah.
Are you still like releasing regularly like graphic novels or?
Yeah, I'm working on a few. I just haven't really posted them. I usually like post pages from them as I'm working on it, but like I don't know, I just haven't.
You're a true fucking artist. Okay? You're a double threat.
You are
more than that. Can you sing?
No.
Okay, well, you're a double threat.
I can dance.
Looking at your art page, like, and looking at the comments, like, you've made such a difference in so many people's lives.
Oh my God!
With
Okay.
your art. I'm serious. Like, you have helped people out. You've gotten people through rough times. So I don't know if you read it a lot, but it might be worth going through and checking it out because it's like you're truly like one of the few guests we've had that's making the world a better place.
Wow.
I don't know.
The heart.
Yeah.
I have a folder saved with like a bunch of like key things that I've like comments or like reviews that like make me cry because they're just so kind.
Yeah.
And it feels
well,
good.
Let's read some mean ones.
Yeah, let's do that. Those also make me cry.
I have a folder on my computer that says "Do not open until I'm dead." So same thing.
Although let's touch on this real quick. So Benji, we know you're not on social media a lot. Do you have an idea of what your explore page looks like?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah.
You have to.
What's
you can never forget to ask this question ever again. This has to be asked.
Now you can relay just what you, or you can look at your phone.
I'm gonna relay because I don't think I want those demonic images in my brain right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Instagram thinks I'm like really gross and like a monster. I get a lot of videos of like AI fetish porn that's like pregnant amputees. That's a thing.
Okay, so
that's on Instagram.
I didn't.
Wait, can you?
I just saw one today.
Wait, so
I was on the toilet and I got one and I was like, cool, okay.
What are you clicking like?
All right. So the problem is that I see them and I'm like, I can't look away. And then I'm like, I have to share this with a friend. So I always send them to people. So now my algorithm thinks I'm insane.
Therein lies the problem.
There's this like group of videos that I have saved on my phone. I saved them where it's like men doing construction and there's like music, right?
Yep.
And then there's like an image flashing over the image of people doing construction. And it's just like an old woman in lingerie just kind of posing. And I love those. I will save them every time I see them.
Yeah, that doesn't seem bad to me.
Not like in a sexy way, but like just for
I'm out.
Yeah. Performance art type.
it's like performance art. Yeah.
Outsider art.
Outsider
It is very outsider art.
That's what they call
glossed
that.
over AI pregnant amputees.
Yeah. I've also been getting lots of
how
fart
much
porn.
further is there to go into that?
I think I want to go
That
further.
one lady that beats up the mannequin thing and then farts on it.
Yes, I've seen that.
I've seen that.
I've seen that.
Our
Have you seen
algorithms
that?
sometimes cross.
We've
Yeah,
all
yeah.
seen that. That's all of us.
That's great. I love that.
We have all organically seen that clip.
That's so great.
I love that.
That is a fun thing about all this shit. Is that in the weirdest possible way that connects us. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Before it used to be like, oh, you're a Catholic, I'm a Catholic. Now it's like, have you seen that lady fart on a mannequin?
Yeah.
Fun. I think that's nice.
That's very Catholic.
No, because the mannequin was of age. Hey, do you want to read some
All
comments?
right, let's get into it.
Really quick, before we get into the comments.
What even is this?
Oh boy.
That's him.
That's crazy.
For the Uber driver.
Another.
He's watching another cockfight over here too.
Oh,
That's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah, I really like the choice of headwear there, Neil.
I can do it. You can't.
Yeah.
I can do it. You can't.
I think you
Sorry.
nailed it. You nailed it.
Thank you.
They should have never gave this man Canva. This is crazy.
They should have never
Wow.
gave
You have to sign up
Canva.
for the Patreon to see some of the stuff that Neil posts. It's actually incredible. We'll maybe give you a little sneak peek on our IG, but
Yeah, we throw it on the episode. It comes up, but
comes
Mhm.
up
you have
on
to
the
watch
episode.
the episode.
I watched one today.
Okay, thank you
Yeah.
for doing research. Which
thank
one
you.
was it?
The most recent one, but not the most recent
no,
one because
but
it said don't start here.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I'm not starting there. So it was. I listened.
Okay. Okay,
Art.
so let's read Benji. We're gonna read some comments we found on your art page, on your stand-up page, and then our final segment. We're gonna pick a comment. We wrote responses on your behalf, little trollbacks, and you're
Okay.
gonna pick which one you
Okay.
want us to respond with.
Great.
Did that make sense?
That made sense. We'll eventually physically post it online, or I guess whatever online.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay, so this is from Losa Leg. Your delivery is so unique. Is that intentional? It seemed intentional.
Yeah.
Is it intentional, Benji?
No. It's. I mean, is anything anybody does intentional?
Great answer.
What kind of
Wait, will you read this
question?
part? I think that's so funny.
Then it said, or is it just the pain those bangs rot? Damn, rot is a very
Right. That's a good one.
Do you have a joke about bangs?
I do have one.
That must
yeah.
be. It
That
must have
be
been
it.
on this.
It's
Because
just like
otherwise,
a.
what a random thing to
What
say.
a yeah, that's also fucked up to say.
Hey,
Like,
I'm gonna say right
rot
now.
is wild.
Rot
That's
is-
so
Rot.
old-timey.
I love that. I gotta say, rot.
Those
I love.
bangs doth rot.
But can we say your bangs currently banging? So you're
thank
good.
you. I
understand.
want to cut them again because I'm depressed, but
Oh.
yeah, it's okay. Just don't make me do it. Just don't
Okay.
let me.
We won't.
It's more of a center part, though. It's
It is
not-
now,
it's
yeah.
not- yeah.
They've grown because I grew them out because they look bad.
I feel like
Yeah.
so many people. Your hair is natural. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So many people would. No. Because a lot of people have like
She's
Hey.
wearing a wig.
people wear wigs that are like they pay so much money for literally exactly what you have.
Thank you.
You can do whatever you want, obviously, but we here endorse your hair currently.
People go to
Yes.
Turkey for hair like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's nice.
That's right. I would kill for that head of hair right there.
It would look real weird on you.
Fucking wild.
Hey, if I come back on the podcast and you come back on the podcast, you don't have hair and I do have hair, nobody say anything, all right?
Neil looks so naked without his
I
laptop.
feel naked.
You want to switch? Give them yours.
No.
Yeah.
You
Just
have
look
so
at
much
mine.
space for your Gatorade now.
Just look at mine. Neil.
You don't even know where to put it.
Okay, here's one from Time Fiddler. Did not expect this pivot to stand-up comedy at all.
That's an art fan coming over to the comedy show.
That's an art
I know
fan.
that person actually. I think we're friends on Facebook. But I don't remember their name.
It's Time Fiddler.
Yeah, Time Fiddler. Shout out.
Mr. Fiddler.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Fiddler. Dead Shmoney says,
no.
I want to smell your feet, bro.
Is that real?
Yes, it is. It's from 63 weeks ago.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's a good reaction. Like, thank you so much. That's really
Like,
cool.
well, that makes me feel like I have other avenues now, like for money, like feet. I could sell my socks probably.
You could easily sell your socks. You don't even have to have
So
good feet to
exciting.
have sock sales.
Yeah, I have
No.
not good feet, but I got stinky feet.
I think I think there's a market for not good feet too.
yeah, there
I think
is.
pretty much any woman could make
That
money.
that
with
one makes me
feet.
feel good. That's not even a bad one.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow, we misread
I'm
that
like
one.
really
Wow.
flattered.
We'll see how this one makes you feel. War Hunto says, I also have BPD, big penis disorder.
Oh.
Sounds terrible, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened.
What an affliction.
You'll have to get it medically removed.
But it got a reply. It's called beautiful prince/princess disorder, LMAO.
Oh yeah. I've heard that one before. That was like a meme for a second.
Yeah. Sam_Zincanville says sexual harassment.
I don't get it.
Oh.
I mean, I
Riz?
guess I kind of get it,
Like Riz.
Yeah, like Riz.
but I don't like it.
Yeah, not a fan of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Leonard _Gomer Pyle says
That's a crazy name.
I mean, finding you have so many just crazy fucking comments.
Yeah.
This is what made the cut. Like I had to draft this a few times.
Wow.
Leonard _Gomer Pyle says, "You sound like you're about to cry. Damn."
You
Yeah.
responded to this one.
Oh, I did.
With I'm crying right now.
Yeah.
114 likes.
And they responded,
Damn.
That's what the internet's all about.
Okay, is this one worth? Okay. But says, right there with you and BPD. It's tough accepting that you are a piece of shit human being and driven to remain so.
I wish I remembered this. This is a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, put that one in the folder. Be like, we're all fucking dirt. We go back to the dirt. Oh, that's fun.
I went to your art page. There is a you posted a carousel. The first picture was two women
Oh.
topless embracing.
Uh-huh.
And Africa Official 9000 said, "Wow, this is just like me and my buddy Eric." Which you pinned to the comments.
Did I pin?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like in the throes of mental health problems, so that might explain the pin.
You're in a ward just checking your Instagram comments.
Like, I like this one.
This is good.
Yeah. MK Ultra wants your thumbs says, looks like it's time to hire someone to filter your social media comments for you for the next X number of months. To which you replied, I'm too poor.
What was I doing on the internet?
This is from your Men with Long Hair clip. Which that went freaking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why that went crazy.
That still has its own ecos. Well, because you pissed men off.
Yeah.
That's why it went
Yeah, men
crazy.
got really mad.
Yeah.
This keeps coming up in my life.
Yeah.
This next comment just says, it's in the same thread. It goes, is female anti-Me Too the new Uncle Tom's Cabin?
What is that?
Aunt Tammy's red tent? Why do people keep? Why does you brought it up on this podcast? Like we talked about it.
Yeah.
And then it like has just kept coming up in my life for the last like 2.5 weeks. I haven't heard someone say Uncle Tom or Uncle Tom's Cabin, and it's got to be like 3 to 5 years.
And they've never read the book.
No.
yeah, no,
Guaranteed
no,
never
I
read the
haven't.
book.
You kidding me? Reading? They don't let slaves
Maybe
do that.
that's our book club.
I would rather watch Birth of a Nation instead.
That's a good watch along too.
Movie club, book club.
Yeah.
Father _ Juju says, how do you manage to be painfully awkward and offensive at once? No hate, it's just funny.
I'm not offensive.
Yeah, you know how you're a
He
big
just got
offensive-
offended.
Yeah. You know how you're just a
I
fucking...
would never wear a scrunchie.
Yeah, I'm a piece of shit and I'm offensive.
How dare you get vulnerable about your mental health?
These are fun. These are good ones.
Yeah, Leonard _ Gomer Pyle again.
He's back.
He's back.
Sign up for your Patreon because this guy...
He says, average Toronto comedian.
I don't even know.
What the fuck? Come
That
on,
doesn't
Leonard.
even mean anything to me.
Sometimes Leonard hits.
This
but
is America,
sometimes
buddy.
he
Not this
misses.
time.
Go back to your pile, Gomer.
Okay. Let's do.
I don't know that I like that
Okay,
one.
let's just get into our
Your reactions to them are making me so nervous. You're like,
After all the ones I read, when Ben goes, "Ugh."
That was just a little dicer, and I don't even know that it really makes that much sense. So it's really,
Okay, let's get into our troll
I think
back.
that's a good time. I think that's
Benji,
a
you've
good
been a
idea.
great sport.
thank you.
You've been an incredible
Been a
guest.
great
This is a really
guest.
fun episode.
You did great. So this is we wrote responses on your behalf to
Mhm.
this comment. And you'll pick which one you want us to reply with. You
Okay.
could pick both.
Great.
But to me that's a cop out.
Yeah, I won't do that.
You got to pick a winner.
I'll pick a winner.
And our feelings will not be hurt.
I don't care about your feelings.
Unless you
Oh
pick
shit!
I'll pick none. I don't care.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pick none, Benji.
What the fuck? You know what? I think your
Benji,
feet
you
smell
have
great.
to pick one.
Oh, I'll pick one. I'll pick one.
Okay.
I'll pick one.
I raised my voice. Okay. Luna Stab says, are female comedians only allowed sex jokes or are they just not creative enough to make other jokes? Legit question.
Legit.
All right, Neil, can I see my laptop real
Oh,
quick?
shit. Come sweat.
So read it one more time, Ben.
Female comedian. Sorry, I forgot I was doing something. Are female comedians only allowed sex jokes, or are they just not creative enough to make other jokes? Legit question.
Mhm.
Mike, go ahead.
I said, are you only allowed at parks without playgrounds? Legit question.
Okay, I wrote, of course, women talking about sex makes you uncomfortable. You look like you make video essays about how clits aren't real.
You use video essays. There you go. We're always trying to get Ben on video essays. Ben wins.
Ben wins.
Oh, whatever you want.
That was good. I kind of like Mike's more.
There you go.
There we go.
What
You
the
were about
fuck?
to get
I
quick.
tried to give it to you.
Yeah, I bet you did.
No,
Cue
no.
the eagle screech, Neil.
Hey, I can't help people having bad taste. Benji, where can people
Hey,
find you?
come on. That's a shot.
Where can people find you online?
I'm so proud you're watching video essays.
Drop your IG handle. Drop your Patreon, whatever you want.
I'm going to send you some.
No, I'm good.
Neil will send you some.
I'll send you
too.
some.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm at Girl Benji for comedy on Instagram, Benji Nate for art, and my Patreon is patreon.com/Benji.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Michael?
At Just Mike Lester on all social media. June, I'll be in Fargo. July, I'll be in Washington and Florida. And I just locked it down. October, I'm coming back to Canada. Calgary, Alberta,
Yeah,
Canada. On my
baby.
birthday week. May God have mercy on my soul.
Rumors.
October 6th through the... I wish it were
I don't
fucking
know where it
rumors. I'm at the Comedy Cave.
Oh, yeah.
If you know anyone in Calgary, please let them know or I will relapse. So send them my way. Also, if you want to golf with me, hit me up, DM me. Shout out also to Fairway Finest Golf. The winner
knew
of the
this-
hat
I knew
giveaway
this
is
was
John
fucking coming.
Schinkel. Shout out Fairway Finest. I'm currently wearing none of the swag you sent me, but dude, you keep that in. You keep that in. As
Sponsor
long
the
as-
pod. You sponsor the pod, Fairway Finest Golf. We'll
Yep.
fucking talk about you all the time.
Mm.
After that, I was about to
Do you want
threaten
a
them.
crew neck?
Yeah, I want a crew. Well, the one you had won't fit me, but I will take a crew neck. If you give me a crew neck and a fun hat, you can be a sponsor of the pod.
Benji, you want a crew neck?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
There you go.
Fairway Finest.
For me, I'm actually Fairway's second finest. That's my sponsor, and you can
What
find
the
us.
fuck,
You
Ben?
can find us. We're the original finest
You're
Fairway.
gonna piss off Josh.
Good. Let him rot. Josh,
No,
fuck you.
no, Ben.
You can find me at Shaq Katzner on everything. I would love if you subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to be dropping my special off on YouTube
Ooh.
in
When's the
summer.
date?
Yes.
Ooh,
And
summer.
at Shaq Katzner on that, on everything. If you could subscribe to that, subscribe to this. We would love that. And I have dates on my website. It's jackkatzner.comey.io. That's weird, but it is what it is. Comey, whatever. And then yeah, man, I think I don't know that we announced this the last time I was here, but I have a new graphic novel coming out. I wrote a new graphic novel with Redman, the rapper, and it's wild, it's weird, it's funky, it's fun, baby. Check
he'll
it out.
Be on the pod.
It's called
Method Man and Redman will be our second couple ever.
I'll
on
ask
the
him
pod.
if he's ever in Minneapolis. I will ask.
Yes.
I'll try to do what I can do.
Do you have his phone number?
No.
the fuck?
He
Why?
doesn't even know who I am. But I will say I do know my boy loves feet. Okay, so if you love feet, check out Muddy Waters 2, the graphic novel, because there's a lot of feet.
That's real insight into the business.
Oh my god, we'll talk about it on Patreon someday. But yeah, that's it. What about you, Neil?
Seven Swords sound for my music, Neil Face for Instagram, and yeah, check out the Doe Show if it's in your city. I'll be DJing it, so be cool to see you guys out there.
Gang, gang,
gang, gang.
And
until next time, until next week, until we see you again, you can go to hell.
Go to hell.
Flip them off,
Benji.
Benji. Bam. Bam.
Vulgar and aggressive.
Bam.
Offensive.
Offensive.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.